How shifting our perspective can lead to greater opportunities and fulfillment. This holds a key to unlocking the mysteries of our perceptions and their influence on our external reality, how little we harness the power of controlling our thoughts. How shifting our perspective can lead to greater opportunities and fulfillment. You know, there's a really powerful concept that was kind of explored in the world of NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, and its perception is projection. And this transformative idea was pioneered by the brilliant minds of Richard Bandler and John Grinder. And if you don't know NLP, we'll definitely dive into it at some point here. But this holds a key to unlocking the mysteries of our perceptions and their influence on our external reality, how our perceptions determine what our realities look like. What we see is what we perceive, but it's what we perceive is what we see. And so it's the lens through which we look at things that determines our reality. And not only do we see things differently, but we create things differently. So I want to dive into the depths of this incredible concept and discover really the extraordinary power that's available to us. So, picture yourself standing in a beautiful garden, and you're surrounded by lush greenery and, really tranquil, gorgeous atmosphere. And what if I told you that the beauty you perceive is not solely a reflection of the external environment, but instead it's your perception, that your perception is the projection of your internal world. So it's what you see inside is what you perceive outside. I know for me growing up, like I used to always be not made fun of, but they're like, oh, you have these rose-colored glasses. Well, why is that a bad thing, right? I saw the good in so much. It's like those rose-colored glasses, right? Whatever glasses you put on will affect what you see. I had a friend who was driving one day down Huntington Beach, which is a coastal area here in California, and she's looking at this incredible sunset and its gorgeous shades of yellow and pink and blue and just incredible, like this rainbow canvas. And she's just admiring it. She calls her sister and who's in the area, who has the view of the sunset. And she's like, look at that sunset. It's incredible. It's gorgeous. And she looks outside. She's like, I don't see anything special. And she's like, oh my God, no, it's beautiful. Look at all the colors and the pink and the yellow. She's like, no, I don't see any of that stuff. And then she realized she had a certain set of glasses that were kind of pinkish toned that created that perception. So she got to admire and see something that was different than what her sister was able to see. It's the same thing with the world. It's the same thing with our success. It's the same thing when we look at our money or our relationships or our career or the things that are happening to us or happening around us. Perception is projection. Really reveals that intricate relationship between our internal perceptions and the external world. Now that's great news. Well, it could be bad news. It could be bad news, right? It's like if you're filled and mired with negativity and the world is doom and gloom and things are not working for you, unfortunately, it does create that in our external environment. So that's the bad news. The good news is you get to decide what that internal reality is. You get to decide what your internal focus is. You get to decide how you choose how you want to perceive things. And, I'm really clear on how powerful we are and how little we harness the power of controlling our thoughts. And choosing, not only choosing who we are, but choosing what we see, choosing what we believe, choosing, really the power of choice. That's what delineates us from animals. Animals work on instinct. We have instinct as well. We have an instinct that wants to keep us safe. We have instinct that wants us to go into fight or flight. We have an instinct to react, which means to act again in a way that has worked for us in the past. That's just instinct, that's survival. But we as human beings can step beyond that. And the difference between us and animals is we have the power of choice. We have the power to choose what we desire, what we think, what we want. And it's not anything we're really taught. Nobody ever told me that you get to choose what you think. I just thought what I thought, and and I remember being really adamant about, well, this is who I am. Something wasn't working, or there was, a flaw, a personal flaw that I had. We fight, right? We fight for who we think we are. Well, that's just who I am. That's just how I am. It's really not. It's really not. You have the power to choose who you want to be in any moment. You have the power to choose what your beliefs are in any moment. You have the power to choose to make a decision that serves you in any moment. You no longer have to replay the old programs in your life.